Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the Rebirth server. We are with our level 45 Stalker, Tiger Shrike, who has 19 million.8 total XP. So we're very close. We will hit 20 million XP this episode. 31 plus million influence, and nothing to spend it on until level 47. And we are on a story arc for Maxwell Christopher, who says Nemesis's plans to make an artificial brain for himself need to be stopped. The last thing the world needs is for Nemesis to become even more inhuman. With all the information you've gathered, I have been able to pin down where they're synthesizing the artificial brain. You just need to go and stop it. So, this is a +3 mission. If this is going to be another elite boss, which it might, I don't know how well we're going to be able to handle it, but we'll see. And we don't actually have an ideal set of inspirations, but I'm just going to go ahead with it and try to use the ones that we don't need as we go, and hopefully stock up on the ones we do need as we collect things through the mission. So, off we go to SKYWAY City. And we'll hit SKYWAY City South. I don't know which place it's going to be in, so we'll just see. 50-50 chance. And I got it wrong. So let's hit SKYWAY City North. I really like the music for Land of the Lost. It's really cool. It's got a good beat to it. It always makes me think of SKYWAY City when I hear it. Alright, so our mission is pretty close. Oops. And I don't know if this is the end of the story arc or not. If it is, and we have time, we will go into the character creator and look at the options for creating our mastermind. And it seems at this point that that is what we're going to have, because only 2 people voted, and they both voted mastermind as their top choice. And I'm really pleased about that, because mastermind was kind of my second choice behind Dominator. Maybe first choice. I mean, I was sort of torn between Dominator and mastermind. I really like both. And I've always wanted to do a cool mastermind, and the idea of being a villain and summoning demons is, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. So now I gotta figure out if I'm gonna be a demon too, or if I'm gonna be like a human who can summon demons. And I'm kind of liking the idea of the human who can summon demons. Now, demon summoning, the main attack power for it when you're not summoning demons is a whip. So for whatever reason, when I saw the whip animation, even though I was using a male character to create to just sort of look at the options, right? I don't know, the whip says sort of dominatrix to me. In fact, I was even thinking of maybe a name like Demonatrix. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think of that, but I think this may end up being another female character, even though I really wanted to do a male. I'm just not feeling male from the whip-wielding demon summoner. The other thing, there's a fake nemesis, and he's +4, so this is going to be interesting. The other thing is, actually, the only demon summoning character I've seen in game has been the head of my supergroup, and that character is also a female. So, like, sort of the only demon summoner I've ever seen is a female character, so that sort of predisposes me to think of demon summoners as ladies. So, I don't know. We'll see. But in my head, I'm just not picturing, given what the animations I saw and everything, I just started picturing female. And I don't know why that is, but it just is, and now he's going to go invulnerable. And so that's probably what's going to happen. We'll end up with a female dominatrix type demon summoner. And what we got to talk about is what the secondary is going to be. Still invulnerable. Now he's not. Thought I waited long enough, but I guess not. Okay. Um, yeah, so I'm pretty psyched to start using the Mastermind. It's going to be a very different type of character from what I'm used to. 16 pieces of the Operation 2 shutdown. Well, that is quite a large number. Um, so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to not being a meleeer, even though it by far is my favorite way to play, especially in this game. I love melee combat in this game. I mean, I like it in general, right? In D&D, I often play rangers or rogues, and usually a meleeing rogue or a ranger rogue or something like that, or a paladin, and almost always melee based. In Star Wars: The Old Republic, I played Jedi Knight and a dual blade wielding Jedi Consular, so again, mostly melee. In Star Wars Galaxies, I played a Terrace Kasi artist slash creature handler. Um, in Saga of Rhizome, I played a dual wielding swordswoman. In what was it? The Secret World, I played somebody who was also a dual wielder. I tend to really like dual wield. I just think it looks cool. And so Lord of the Rings Online, I played a Warden, which is shield and spear. So again, all melee characters, I tend to really like playing melee. Although interestingly enough, in Champions, I played ranged characters quite often, Energy Blast and things like that. So I played a character that was like fire and ice blasts named Equinox. But and I played a multiform character that could change into different forms named Enigma. Wow, okay, so 3 elevators, who knows which one is the right one to go up first. So my guess is it's a 4-level base then, because I doubt they're going to have another elevator. Let's see if we can find these glowies. Here we go, there's one. We want to hit the Colonel last. So yeah, I always tend to play a melee character. I tend not to like playing characters that have pets and things like that. The only one that I really ever did was the creature handler in City of Heroes, which was not City of Heroes, Star Wars Galaxies, which was super fun. Star Wars Galaxy's creature handlers were awesome because you would get like a baby pet and then you would feed it and care for it and raise it and it would get bigger and bigger and more powerful. That was really cool. And one of the reasons I really like Ark is because Ark as a game has a lot of elements of that where you can raise baby dinosaurs and you even if they're not baby dinosaurs, you train a dinosaur at one level and then as you keep it with you and you have it fight things and gain experience, it goes up to a higher level. And so that is really cool, and I enjoy that. Alright, I was just making sure there's nobody upstairs, but there is not, so we're going to nail these guys. So I haven't really, other than playing Ark, where the creature handler in Star Wars Galaxies, I generally don't play pet classes, so it'll be really interesting to try it out. I'm going to be very, very rusty at the pet controls. I certainly used them back in live when I was playing a guy named Shogun Suzerain. He was a summoner of like ninja characters, whatever they call it. I don't know, ninja summoning or whatever. And I got him to about 20th level. He's pretty cool. I think I got to the point where he was summoning like 1 lieutenant and 2 or 3 henchmen. And he was pretty interesting, but was entirely built to be on a team. So he didn't really work well solo. And, the Shogun, the ninjas are kind of okay, but I just think summoning demons is way cooler. So I'm pretty psyched about that, and I kind of can't wait to be able to start. So it's going to be a magic character, and somehow or other we need to make sure that this character has non-super speed movement. I think we're going to probably go with flight. Although I like super jump so much better. At least flight is tolerable compared to super speed. And we're also going to want to get invisibility so that I can stealth through missions if I need to. Although the pets are going to make it hard, right? I'm going to have to de-summon them to stealth. Otherwise they will aggro everything, because that's what NPC creatures do. They're stupid. And you do have some control over the pets, but they're going to aggro everything. There's just no two ways around it. So what we're going to have to do is put the pets away, or not summon them at first, stealth around, and then summon them when we need them, which is going to make for some interesting play if we're trying to do a lot of stealth. So we may or may not be able to do a lot of that. Just simply because the pets, you know, depending on how long it takes to resummon the pets, you know, sort of the recharge rate of the pets' summoning powers, it's going to be impossible in some cases to stealth through much of the mission, because we're going to need to resummon things, right? So doing this kind of thing where we just, you know, kind of wander through, that's not going to be easy to do, or practical to do, shall we say, with the mastermind as much, right? Because the pets are going to get in the way of that. Okay, so we're done with this level. And so now we're going to go back to the next level, and we still have 9 pieces to go on 2 levels. So hopefully there's 4 and 5 of them, otherwise I missed something, which you guys know is not an unheard of occurrence. So I don't think this is going to be the finale, because we've got to find all the pieces, and then we're probably going to have to fight Nemesis himself. And it won't be the real Nemesis, because it never is. I hear a glowy. Right there. 8 pieces to go. This must be the final room now. It's normally the final room, but obviously not, because we still have another elevator to go through. Wow, we really do not need all these greens. Let's start getting rid of them. I want yellows. I hear another glowy. Ah, right there. Right, so we're going to have to fight these guys, I think, because they'll see me. You can see how much havoc this character wreaks on the bad guys. Knocking them all over the battlefield, slaughtering them. And that's only with SOs, guys. We don't even have any sets yet. Yeah, Stalkers are pretty awesome. Wow, so there's 6 more pieces on the last floor. I find that hard to believe. I must have missed something. But okay. We'll go down there and see. If I have to, I can always pause the video while I look for things. And I went the wrong way. This is the way I want to go. Okay. Alright. Potentially this is the final floor. Okay, so there's a glowy there. Alright. I I gotta remember to use the inspiration so I clear them. Come on. There we go. Five to go. I hear another one. Oh, there's one upstairs. Can't quite jump that high. Click. 4 to go. No bosses here, so we'll just keep going. There's a kernel. And another kernel and 2 glowies. Alright. So this kernel is probably going to buff the other kernel. But there's kind of no choice about it. I mean, what I could do is aggro this one, aggro the other guy by defeating the other minion, get them to come near me, and then kill them both, like, with an AoE. But it's not really worth doing that. Just, you know, they're not that powerful, and we can handle it, no problem. And he didn't actually buff him, so just a little too far away for the buff to work. Which is perfect, because then we don't have to fight this guy with improved defense. Okay, 2 glowies. Are we getting any clues here? We really haven't. Within the mission. 2 to go. After this. Right, there's 3, but now there'll be 2. We gotta go south, so maybe they're down here. No, dead end there. Oh, I hear a glowy. Really? Just a colonel and a dragoon? That's kind of sad. I just love assassinating while I'm assassinating, target the next guy, and the second the assassination's over, ranged attack, and he just gets knocked down before they can really even do anything. It's awesome. Claws is so cool. It's not martial arts. Martial arts is still my favorite, but I really like claws. And the question will be, how do I feel about demon summoning when the time comes? I think that's going to be pretty darn awesome. And we've completed the mission, and we finally did find a clue that says we got orders. Found out a Nemesis soldier written on a parchment paper in a precise hand. They supply partial information for the delivery of the completed artificial brain. So we're probably going to have to go find the rest of the information. So we'll talk to Max, and he says he shut down the operation, but since there was no sign of the artificial brain itself, we either stopped them from making it at all and just won, or it's too late. And who votes for it's too late? Almost certainly it's too late. So he says, I was able to put it together, Tiger Shrike. I know where Nemesis had the artificial brain sent. I think Nemesis himself is probably still there. This is it, the big one. An actual chance. A shot at taking down the Prussian Prince of Automation himself. He's killed untold people, destroyed lives, ruined nations, and held the whole world in terror for 180 years. He should be there for a while, probably recuperating from whatever strange thing he's done to himself. I'll give you the location. Now, we're going to try this at +3, but guys, I don't know if that's going to work. I do want to go to OUROBOROS and fill up on exactly the right set of inspirations that I want. Going to get rid of those. We're going to increase the number of accuracies. We're also going to need to increase the number of lucks. I think we're going to drop that. Okay. And so let's get our insights. And I think the rest of these are going to be luck, because I think we may need to do triple or quadruple luck. Wait, where's the mission? King's Row. Yeah, we can go through Talos Island, that's fine. Alright guys, looks like this is it. We'll see how we do. It's going to be defeat Nemesis and his guards. And that's going to end this story arc, and that will make this our final episode of this level. Actually, of level 44, because we didn't quite finish. I will do one more story arc and then bring you back probably as we're pretty close to level 46 for the next story arc. And we'll keep alternating like that, because I don't really think it's necessary for you guys to see every single mission I do. And I think it's starting to get to be time to start thinking about that mastermind. If we have time, I'm not going to make this episode go really long, so I don't know how big this base is, so we'll see. But if we have time, I will take you into the character creator and we will look at the probably two secondary set options that I'm thinking about. And you guys can post your thoughts as to what the secondary should be. Alright, defeat Nemesis and his guards. No way. No way. No, that can't be the real one. I was gonna say, no way, the mission can't be that small. Alright, so let's... Oh, man. Alright, so I'm gonna actually pull these guys, because I want to get the Colonel away from Nemesis, so that he doesn't buff him. Right, so this is sort of gaming it a little bit. I want to make sure that Nemesis does not get buffed by this Colonel. So I pulled him far enough away that the buff will not go that far. Oh boy, and these guys are +4 too, so I'm going to be fighting a +4 Nemesis. Fun, fun. It's not even the real guy either. Alright, well we're definitely going to want hasten. Let's go ahead and do instant healing. If necessary, I could wait for those to come back if we fight the real Nemesis. Placate. Ouch. Instant healing will take care of that. And when we're hidden... Oh, we're not hidden. Oh well. Didn't last quite long enough. Yeah, he's tough at +4. Very tough. Can we go hidden? Come on, I hate when it does that. Great. Yeah, so this is just going to be a slog, because we're going to miss a lot. And I don't want to waste the inspirations, the insights, because I think we've got a +3 or +4 elite boss coming up. And I don't know if we're going to be able to beat him even with all this stuff. Certainly not without it. Alright, let's wait. This strikes me as an incredibly useless power, because he can't attack me while it's up either. Right, that just gave me the opportunity to do that. Okay, hidden. Okay, that's a dead end. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. Alright, let's head up the elevator and go after the Nemesis and his guards. There could be up to 4 levels beyond the first. We'll just have to go through and see. Oh, God, the missing. Yep, these guys are all +4. There has not yet been a +3 in this mission. It's a +3 mission, but there hasn't been a single +3 yet. Alright, so we've had, this is the 4th spawn out of 4 that are above the missions, the requested mission level. Right, and this is why I was concerned about going above +2, especially before we had focus accuracy in, because I knew it was going to do that to me. Fifth spawn, that's +4. 6th spawn in a row. So there's not yet been a single spawn out of 6 that's been +3. Right, and it is +3. Right? So that's why you have to be careful. Whatever you ask it for, it could give you more than what you asked. And not just in a few spawns, it could be the whole entire mission is that way. And so far, that has been the case here. And another +4, so that's 7 spawns in a row that are +4. +1 to the mission, in other words. By the way, we are already almost 3 beads into level 45. And that is the 8th spawn in a row that is +4. +1 to the mission. Right, so it looks almost like there may not be any spawns in here that are the level of the mission. And that is reminiscent of what used to happen like with Vajalox at level, 8. Not with this character, but with Silver Phoenix. And things are definitely different because my recollection is this business of having almost the entire mission be +1 to itself. Almost every spawn be +1 to the mission. I could have sworn that stopped by the time you were at this level, or long before it actually. What is that, the 9th spawn in a row that's above the mission level? And is that him? Nemesis. So he's in there. Alright, so let's take care of these guys. I don't know where he is in that room, so I'm going to pull this guy out. Because I don't want his death fortitude buff to go through the door and maybe buff Nemesis himself. Now, if Nemesis is +4 instead of +3, which I suspect he will be, I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat him, guys. Okay. But we'll see what we can do. He doesn't have the suite of powers that Nosferatu does, right? His shield is it. Oh, thank goodness, he is a +3 elite boss. Alright, that helps. We might be able to do this, because the Nemesis guys aren't that powerful, and I don't think he's got any powers that the false Nemesis had. We'll try just 2 Lux for now and see how that works. Instant healing. Placate. Yep, that's what we want. And now we're going to kick his butt. He doesn't wait long enough for me to hide, so we're just going to pound him. So now we're supposedly fighting the real Nemesis. I highly doubt that. Do a little extra damage. Yeah, he's not constantly hitting me the way Nosferatu did. Right, you can see there's a huge difference just in the hit rate. They had a little more luck. The others are about to fade. Instant healing is holding up for me. Placate. Look at that. Nice critical. We're doing really well against this guy right now. At some point, yeah. Well, that's okay. That's going to let me recover a little bit. We still have a moment of glory if we need it. The only thing I don't like about it is it makes me waste the Lux. But do a little more extra damage. He's gone. We got him, man. This guy's dead. No chance. Look at how much easier that was from Nosferatu, and they were both +3 elite bosses. Right, so that shows you the point I was making in a previous episode. This guy didn't have my Achilles heel. Nosferatu did. We got 19,000 experience. Oh, that's for completing the mission. We got 64,000 for beating Nemesis. And now we're going to get a whole bunch of experience for the story arc. And then we're going to go into character creation and take a look at what our next character's power sets might be. But let's call Maxwell. And he says it's over. Nemesis is defeated. I spoke with the crews on the scene, and they told me there was organic residue in the wreckage of both the mindless Nemesis and the Nemesis you fought. That means they couldn't have been fakes. They are the real deal. No. I don't believe it. There are still reports of Nemesis army troops making attacks. It will probably take them a while before they disband, and they might be closing my post soon. It just seemed too easy. Too easy? Oh, no. He figured it out. Tiger Shrike, what have we been had? Nemesis always works in layers of deceptions, plans within plans, right? What if this was one of them? If you were Nemesis, if you wanted to fake your death, but you knew that anything too obvious would be dismissed, you'd need a way to make sure that you really died, but could still get away. It sounds impossible, but what if that's what he did? Maybe he really did need a new brain. Maybe he didn't. But what if the point was to make us know, or think we know, that he did? Yep, he's figured it out. We didn't fight the real Nemesis. Alright, that is really cool. Wow, 135 XP. We're almost 4 beads into 45, so I may not see you guys again till level 46. But for now, what we're going to do, I'm going to head to OUROBOROS to sort of park this character somewhere safe. Not that it matters, she's in no danger in King's Row. But I always like to park the character somewhere relatively safe. We can sell things. So we don't need... What is that? Stasis. No, we don't need that. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Sniper attacks. Don't need that. Alright. How are we doing on salvage? We're starting to run out. We've got a couple orange ones. I can put some in the vault. Okay, guys, I'm going to now go to the character select, and this is going to bring us into the creation part of the game where we're going to look at the possible secondaries for demon summoning. And there are really two main ones that I'm looking at, with a third one kind of, well, I might do it, but I don't feel like it's the one I want to do just because I like the other two better. So I'll show you those as soon as we get to the character creation screen in 1 second. Did we freeze? There we go. Okay, so create character, heroes, we're going to do magic. It doesn't matter because we're not going to... I wonder if Demonatrix is available. Nope. Too obvious, I guess. So we'll have to come up with something else. So, pets... Mastermind. So, we're going to do demon summoning. Demon summoning, corruption is you crack out with a whip, crack, whip, lash. These are all like whipping. The rest of this stuff is you summon demon lings. There are little ones. You enchant the demon, that makes him more powerful. You summon larger demons, and then you summon a demon prince. So this sort of means that I can't be a demon prince or princess because I'm summoning a demon prince. So I'd have to either be a demon lord, right? Or a human that summons demons. And I kind of like that idea. Secondary powers. So the two that I'm thinking of are pain domination. I really like the idea of being something from the abyssal plane and making pain happen. So pain domination is pretty cool. And the other one that is tempting to me is thermal radiation, because fire coming from hell, right? The fires of hell. So, so let's look at those options. Fire gives warmth, which heals some of your wounds and the wounds of your group. Small radius. It's basically the same thing. If we hit I here, it has a 25-foot radius and heals 8.8 on the target. If we compare that to Pain Domination's level 1 Nullify Pain, it also heals 8.8 at a 25-foot radius. So they're the same power. Thermal Radiation's second one is Fire Shield. This puts resistance on an ally to smashing, lethal, and fire damage. So we can hand a fire tanker's fire shield off to one of our demons. Right now, in terms of the recharge, it recharges in 2 seconds, and it lasts for how long? 4 minutes. So what I could potentially do, it would cost me like 70 endurance to do this, but shield in a period of about 15-20 seconds, shield all of my pets, and then for the next 3 minutes or so, they'll all have that defense. So that's going to be a lot of micromanagement. If we look at Poison's version of this and Venom, no, sorry, not Poison, Pain Domination, Soothe. This is where we heal a nearby ally, so we're not actually giving them any extra shielding, we're just healing them. Costs a lot of endurance, but it heals them 17 hit points, or twice as much as Nullify Pain. So this is a copy of what Nullify Pain it does, versus in Thermal, it's a totally different thing. Then we have Cauterize, so that's a heal, right, which is going to be the same, right? 16 endurance cost, heals 17, right? These are the same power with a different special effect. If we go back to Pain Domination, Share Pain, draws away some of an ally's anguish caused by their wounds, but damages the user, so it's going to hit me. The pain caused by this power causes the user to go into a frenzy, briefly increasing their damage output. So this is like going to, basically you're sacrificing your own hit points to heal your allies and buff your attacks. I don't know about that. Masterminds don't have a lot of hit points, and they don't have a lot of ways to gain their own hit points, so I don't know if that's a good idea. Plasma Shield is like Fire Shield, but against energy, negative, and fire damage. So if we want to protect them against everything, we're going to have to shield all of our pets with 2 different powers. That could lead to me standing there for a whole minute just going shield, 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 shield. That could get kind of boring. If we look at Pain Domination's next one, Conduit of Pain, this is I revive a fallen ally by becoming a conduit of pain and transferring that pain that was inflicted upon them back upon the enemies. I don't know if that's going to work with pets, because pets, I think, vanish after they're defeated. I don't think they stay around, so I don't know if you can revive them. So I'm not really sure if these 2 powers are going to be useful. I feel like these might be kind of worthless if you're soloing. I'm not really sure. This one might be. I'm not really sure. If anybody knows, please leave a comment. The next one, Power of the Phoenix, same thing, revives a fallen ally. So they might both be useless. I don't know. Thaw, freeze an ally of a Mez. That's very useful. If one of our pets gets Mez, we can just thaw him out. Pain Domination, suppress pain. No, enforce morale. Sorry, enforce morale. So enforce morale is the same thing. Also grants them a clear perception of hidden foes. So this is a pretty good power. Then we have suppress pain. While this power is active, nearby allies have regeneration. So this is a toggle. Yeah, this is a toggle. Thermal has forge, turns an ally into a killing machine, and that is immensely enhancing a single ally's damage. Pain Domination has world of pain. All nearby enemies gain moderate damage resistance and 2 hit bonus. That's pretty nice. Then Thermal Radiation down here has heat exhaustion. Overwhelm a single foe with waves of exhausting heat. The initial effect will drain the target of some endurance, but the heat is so overwhelming that the affected target will be weakened. So this is a debuff. Pain Domination has Anguished Cry, debuffing resistance and defense. And then Thermal Radiation has Melt Armor, which reduces defense and damage resistance. And at the end, Pain Bringer for Pain Domination. Transform an ally into Pain Incarnate, turning it into an inexhaustible killing machine. So you can see that these have a lot of similar effects. Somebody, if you know, go ahead and comment about Share Pain and Conduit of Pain, particularly Conduit of Pain, whether that's even going to be useful as a solo mastermind. Might not be. That's not the end of the world, actually. It's a pretty good power set. And if we have a couple powers that either we don't take or we don't need to slot because they're not that useful, that'll give us a lot more slots to put in our other stuff. Because we're going to have to take all of our primaries, I think. So if we can skip a secondary or two so that we can stick in invisibility and stealth and some other pool powers, we might want to get leadership for this character and get the toggles and leadership, maneuvers, and so forth. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Should we do Pain Domination or Thermal Radiation? My distant third choice is Dark Miasma. I mean, the problem with that one is it, like, sort of quote-unquote problem with that one is it summons a Dark Servant as the final ability. So now there's another pet on the field that I need to buff, and so on. So I'm not really sure about that. I feel like Dark Miasma, even though it talks about the Netherworld and stuff, I feel like that's better for, like, undead. I feel like demons are better off with pain or poison. So pain or heat. Right, so pain and thermal are going to be your two choices. Make a comment which one you think is better. If you know if these ally reses work on pets, please leave a comment so that it'll help me make that decision. Although both power sets have that, so yeah, let me know which one you want to do, which one you like better, and then we'll go from there, making up a character. So it's magic, demon summoning, and either pain or thermal. And so comment about pain or thermal in this video, and I'll keep an eye on it. And in another couple weeks, when I start making videos again, or however long it is when I start making videos again, probably won't be a couple weeks, maybe a week. After people have commented, I will we'll go from there, and then we'll start talking about, like, the name of the character and the sort of the look of the character and stuff like that, so that you guys can, maybe I'll give you a couple of choices of the look and the name, and you guys can kind of vote on which one you like. But that's enough for now. I hope you've enjoyed. I am Scarperluck, and this is City of Heroes.